Hey everybody! I'm finally doing that update video I said I'd do at the end of the Rescue Rangers Fire Safety Adventure video. Had hoped to get this out sooner, but as this year has proven, rarely ever does life ever go the way you expect it to. On that note, I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, staying healthy during this truly terrible year that is 2020. But I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, I hope you're all taking the necessary precautions to stay safe. Okay, first of all, big thank you to everybody who watched the Chippendales Rescue Rangers Fire Safety Adventure video. That was a lot of fun to do, actually. I had a great time doing that. I've wanted to do that for a while because I remember when I saw that video for the first time, my exact words, literally the exact words when I finished watching it were, I have to review this. Like, that is literally what I said to myself. I hadn't seen anybody else review this on YouTube. I'm sure there might be somebody out there somewhere who might have, but I hadn't seen them personally, and I was like, no, the people have to know. I mean, I may only have a small audience now because of the way YouTube's new system works. Thanks, YouTube. But you know, I do like my small audience. I do like my dedicated fans, and I think they have to know. I think they need to know. They need to see this. So what's going on with me? Why did I disappear again after I said I was never disappearing again? Why did, when I came back, it was through live streams, which were basically me just eating my lunch and talking with a couple of people. Well, thing is, I have been dealing with a lot of personal issues over the past couple of years. There's been a lot of stuff going on for me personally, which I'm not going to get into because I've mentioned before I don't like to talk too much about my real life in my videos because, well, it's my stuff to deal with, it's not anybody else's problem. But there have been a lot of personal issues, a lot of personal demons that I've been having to deal with over the past couple of years. I'm making wonderful progress, I will say that. I mean, just this year alone I finally started in on therapy to deal with a lot of those issues. But yeah, I've been making tremendous progress with them. And it got to the point where I could finally say, right, what is holding me back from coming back to YouTube? What is it that is stopping me at the moment from producing videos? And actually the answer may surprise you a little bit. It was basically the idea of having to script out a video and then act out this elaborate character, you know, be KHF, be the mad scientist, oh, Lavina was terrible, oh, it's so bad it makes me angry, even though I think that was before the mad scientist days. But yeah, it was the idea of just having to script out a video, act it out, do all these elaborate characters and elaborate effects. It was all a bit too much for me with my life currently the way it is, because, well, it would be one thing if YouTube was my career, but YouTube isn't my career, YouTube is my hobby. And with all that's going on in my real life, it was too much to have to do and juggle my real life at the same time. So I thought, right, so what needs to change then if I'm gonna come back to YouTube? Which leads me into why I'm even doing this video in the first place, because there's going to be some major changes in the way I do videos. Like I say, the idea of writing out a script and stuff, that was just such a intimidating process to me, and I actually have a lot more fun when I improvise things. Like, if you go back and watch the Rescue Rangers video, none of that was scripted. I improvised all of that. Like, every single time I stop the video to talk about like something weird that's going on, that's all completely natural. I had a general idea of what I was gonna say. Like, you know, I knew I was gonna comment on Fat Cat dropping the matches on the floor. I knew I was going to say something there, but anything what came out of my mouth, it was all completely improvised. And I actually have a lot more fun doing that. I have a lot more fun when I'm just being me. Oh, well, granted, a slightly exaggerated version of me, because nobody's 100% themselves when they're on camera. I mean, I'm not nearly this talkative in real life, although there were people who said otherwise. But anyway, yeah, I have much more fun when I'm being me. Just being a slightly exaggerated version of myself for the sake of entertainment. I have so much more fun than when I'm having to script out this elaborate character. And quite honestly, with a couple of exceptions, I think the time of being an elaborate character on YouTube, I think that's kind of died off a bit. I mean, you know, you have guys like the AVGN who are still who's still going strong, who's still doing really well and is still massively entertaining. But you know, he also has things he does as just James Rolfe the man, as well, to supplement, you know, that kind of thing. And while that it could be an option for me, I'm not in a position where I can do that. For me, it's kind of a one or the other position right now. I mean, that's not to say that could change in the future. It could very well do, but for now, I'm at a decision where I had to. Well, I came to a decision where I had to decide whether, you know, do I want to be this elaborate character, or do I just want to be me and make jokes and hope people laugh at them, which I live my life most of the time. But I decided the route of less stress, less anxiety for me would be if I just improvise videos, improvise comedy where I just be myself and just, you know, try and be entertaining, and hope that it works. And I think in general people seem to like it more when I do that. Seem to like it more when I'm just being myself, when I'm just getting myself out there, not being this elaborate character who talks to a game sprite. I mean, you know, people have enjoyed that for years, but you know, Emma Sky isn't my character to use anyway. In the first place, quite surprised I haven't gotten in trouble with Capcom yet. This is where it's an advantage being such a small channel. But you know, I really can't do KHF anymore. I really can't do the elaborate mad scientist KHF. I just kind of want to. I want to be me. I just want to do my own thing. Improv a lot of my comedy, a lot of my jokes I put out there. I think a major problem for me is that the whole KHF style, because I mentioned, you know, I've been going through a lot of personal issues, a lot of things I've had to deal with, and the thing is, being KHF, that carries a lot of weight from the past, like from the things I've had to overcome. It's a reminder of who I used to be compared to who I am now, and yeah, I just can't do it. I can't go back to that because, again, all the weight that it carries. And again, that's not to say it couldn't happen at some point in the future. I might bring him back for a special video or something. But I think moving forward, I just wanna be me. I mean, you can still call me KHF. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me an idiot because, well, that'll probably be the most accurate name for me. But yeah, I think I want to get away from the elaborate characters, and I just want like organic comedy, as it were. And I mean, I know some people aren't going to like the change. I know a lot of people do still like the KHF stuff and the Emma Sky stuff, calling him an idiot. But again, guys, it carries too much weight for me. I can't bring myself to do it anymore. I'm really sorry about that. But I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not abandoning you guys. I am gonna try and bring out videos now. I've said in the past I'm going to try and do a schedule, and I failed at that, so I'm not going to promise something I can't deliver on at the moment, but I am going to try and get content out there where I can, because, you know, the only way to get, you know, people seeing your content on YouTube is to regularly post things up there. So I am going to try and get things out where I can, but I can't guarantee any sort of schedule at the moment. And in terms of what I'm going to be looking at, like what I'm going to be talking about in videos and whatnot, I think this is where a lot of people are probably going to get upset and probably going to leave the channel, and quite honestly, I get it. I really do. I wouldn't blame you if you did. But I'm kind of going to be steering away from anime a little bit. It's not to say I'm abandoning the genre altogether, of course not, but the thing is, guys, I haven't been an active part of the anime community in literally years. Like, there's so many things out now that, like, I still need to watch, like, you know, I've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that's going to horrify some people. I've been meaning to, but, yeah, I've never watched JoJo, and, like, that's going to horrify people. But that's the thing, I haven't been an active part of the community in such a long time. The only, like, modern anime that I post about, like, on social media with any sort of regularity is Konosuba, and honestly, I think that's a bit of a niche audience anyway. And that's kind of even that's kind of falling off now because of how quickly, like, media is consumed in the modern day. So it's a genre that's kind of outgrown me in a sense. It's a genre that keeps racing ahead, and I'm just limping behind. Again, it's not to say I won't be in. That's not to say I won't talk about it in general, or won't do anything related to it. But that's not going to be the primary focus on my channel now. I mean, the last video I did was on blinking Chippendales Rescue Rangers. So yeah, that's not going to be the central focus. It's going to be a more general pop culture thing. And if you came here for the anime content alone, I mean, I'd appreciate it if you stuck around on the off chance that I do it. But if you only want the anime content, I'd completely understand if you left after hearing that. I get it. And I hope you find what you're looking for in terms of entertainment. You'll probably find someone who's a lot more entertaining than me, quite honestly. Not hard to do. But yeah, so yeah, more improvised content, less scripted content, no more elaborate characters, and I'm going to be steering away from anime a bit. Well, not just a bit, I'm going to be steering away from anime a lot at the moment. But again, not abandoning any of those concepts, it's just I'm trying new things now. I mean, one thing I definitely want to do in the future is talk about my wrestling training and how much wrestling has meant to me, because starting wrestling training, that has made such a huge impact on my life, that has changed my life in so many ways, and I'd love to talk about that and talk about my experiences with that. But there's other things I want to do. There's other weird live action Disney safety things that I want to look at. I know there's one that I watched briefly that has Mickey Mouse dusting a backdrop with a bookshelf on it as if it's an actual bookshelf. So I saw that and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. But yeah, I want to branch out. I want to do other things. I want to do something related to video games, but I'm probably not gonna try and do Let's Plays again, because that never works out for me. I can never commit to that properly. But I may do something similar to the Fire Safety Adventure video, where it's not an ongoing series, but I sit down and I just play some games and I comment on what I'm doing while I'm playing them. So like a mini Let's Play almost, like not an ongoing series, just a one-off sort of thing. Like similar to when I streamed the Little Witch Academia game, which I actually got a copyright strike on that, so I think that was wonderful. But so yeah, that sort of thing. So I've rambled on enough, I've talked in circles enough, and I think everybody gets the general message now. So thank you so much for your continued support, and hopefully you will continue to support this channel going forward. Hopefully you will like the new content that's coming out, and enjoy me just being me, just slightly funnier moving forward. But yeah, it's a new day. Yes, it is. I wish I'd put my New Day t-shirt on and not my AJ Styles one, if I was going to say that. But yeah, hopefully you'll like the new content, and if you don't, I'm very sorry if you feel let down by any of it. But again, hope you find what you're looking for on the vast, thought I had a word there, vastness that is YouTube. Hope you find what you're looking for elsewhere, because there are people who do it far better than I do. Anyway, that is all I really wanted to say. That is my update video, and yeah, I will see everybody hopefully in a future video that you won't be waiting too long for. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, damn it, and I'll see you later.